million things I guess that I should say, but I am done. Yeah, I'm done. Letting go of all my heavy load. I waited for the moment to unfold. Nobody's gonna make me feel I'm going down. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. I stand up and take it as I go. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. Stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine. Setting up a goal to grow from heart. It's all about to master who we are. Nobody's gonna make me feel I'm off the chart. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. Stand up and take it as I go. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. Stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine. Doing alright, I'm doing okay. I'm gonna hold the line, and I'm gonna be just fine. Doing alright, doing okay, and take it as I go. Doing okay, stronger than ever. Faded, it's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine. Doing okay. Oh, faded, it's not a shade of mine.
Ah, there we go. How's it, everybody? My name is Andy Bumatai.
And I am James Money.
Obviously, a guest host. You never know for jump in, huh, gang?
I'm not used to it because you're pointing at me. I'm like, is he want me to say something? I wasn't sure.
I do, bro. You're the co-host.
Hey, but I catch on slow.
Yeah,
I
that's
catch
all
on
right.
slow.
But once it's in,
it's in.
it's in. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Daily Pidgin Podcast. That's right, Gangi. Coming to you from Hawaii. And James was a guest on the show we did with Augie. We brought him in remotely, and people seemed to like it so much. I said, hey, bro, you only live Pearl City. Show up.
And here I am.
And there you are. You know what? Did you have to get special permission being Samoan to move into Pearl City?
So I'm part of the neighborhood watch.
Oh!
Member of one. They say yes, your family can move here, but
Yeah.
one of you gotta be security. And so every morning I park my truck by LCC.
Yeah.
And I make sure no Samoans from Waipahu goes Cam Highway into Pro City.
Oh, yeah.
I say, hey, you guys gotta go around,
Gotta
go
go
H1,
around.
go around, take the halava cutoff. You know that's where you guys like go anyways.
But you know what? And having, lived in the Waianae area, hung out in Nanakule a lot of times, when you get Samoans in the neighborhood, the crime rate goes down.
Well, especially when we put the flags out. Like that's why we put our flags in our cars.
Yeah, yeah.
So nobody steal them. They go, oh, it's a Samoan car. No stealing, no stealing.
Look, Johnny Rocks Hollywood, wardrobe selection on point.
Oh,
Ooh,
thank
we
you,
got
thank
them,
you. Look at
gang.
you.
There we go. Okay, gang. So anyway, James, we were talking about a clip that I have queued up, and ladies and gentle people, in a little bit, I have James sold out the Blue Note here recently, so I have a clip from James at the Blue Note, 1 minute, and I said, "Hey James, is it okay if I use this clip?" And I showed it to him. Bruh, you should have seen your face. You were like, "Ugh," and kind of half cringing. What was going through your mind when you watched that?
Well, okay, so I have a hard time watching myself.
Yeah.
Doing anything, whether it's commercial or stand up. I guess maybe I'm too judgmental of myself, too critical. When I see myself, I'm like, I could have did this better. I could have done that better. Oh, look, my shirt should be tucked in, or I should have buttoned up.
Yeah.
Or there's always something, and that it's like having my own mother inside my head just scolding me the whole time. And so I can't watch myself because of that. Even my voice. A lot of people say, there's nothing wrong with your voice. And there is. I should have a deeper, I should be like this.
You know what? I have a story, but that, hold on. I don't know if you noticed, but that light behind you is blinking. Hold on. I'm gonna go deal with that.
Okay.
So talk to the chat. I'll be right
I will.
back.
Okay, cool.
You'll
Here we
see me
go.
come up in the background here.
Yeah. So it's lighting issue that's going on in the back. It's actually because it's February 1st. So the siren that went off at all the ocean, beachfront, and now the visual. So you get the and then now the light is flashing, and so that's what's happening. But,
No, what it is it's just enough to bother your dog. By the way, it's times like this where I'm glad I wore pants.
yeah. Don't ask me to stand up.
But anyway, I mean, I was interviewing Henry Capono, right? And he was talking about how when he first started, right, he would write songs and he liked that. And then he went and he recorded his song and he listened to his voice and he said, I almost got out of the business. He
Really?
says, I'm thinking, I sound like Kenny Loggins, and then I hear my voice. I'm like, what? But people are going, what are you kidding? That's what we like about you the best, So when you watch yourself, I mean, what are you going? I could do this better. I don't, I could, what?
I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. And then I break down the material. Like,
Yeah.
I messed up 2 words here. I messed up. I was supposed to say this line first and then. So there's a lot that the audience don't know.
Yeah.
And it's something I learned from you, which is it's a lot of thinking involved when you're performing, which is a lot of people like, not nothing against radio people, but a lot of them, no dead air. They got to keep talking or they got to, whereas stand-up comedians, you taught me was, it's okay to pause. It's okay to stop and think. So as I'm watching, I knowing what goes on behind, or in the brain.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what was I thinking there? Oh, I must have been thinking this. Why am I talking to that audience member too much? Just stick to the material. It's just so much coaching involved as I'm watching it back. I can't watch a full set of myself.
I always wonder how people who produce movies can watch movies, because they must be going, oh, that pan was way too fast. Oh, look at that helicopter shot. I wonder how much that cost. Why didn't they just use a drone? You know what I mean? But instead, you just want to, hey, relax. Try to watch the movie.
I wish they would do that for Game of Thrones because for some reason, the dark scenes, you just cannot see anything. I'm like, why is it so dark in Game of Thrones? I know it's supposed to be taking place at night, but I can't see what's happening.
Because that's too funny. Okay, so we're going to make Game of Thrones. We now welcome to the Game of Thrones.
Shame, shame.
Oh, for me, it's the timing. I said, why didn't you just wait a little bit longer? Why didn't you just, go, right?
It's something. It's always something. And when I watch it, I'm like, oh man, like people will compliment it or say nice things. I don't see that. I'm looking at it. I'm like, no.
Michael Fujiwara with the best advice. Who cares? Just do you, brother. That's how right there.
That's
right?
on brother talking too. That's how.
That's right.
But
And look
nobody
at this.
care. Just do them.
And speaking of no care, here's OG Sumo Vibe. Hey, what's pants? I know. OG Sumo Vibe has a show on Twitch. Go check him out if you like.
Hopefully he's wearing pants.
Oh, no.
No.
Are you kidding? Twitch is a no pants zone.
Is
Yeah. Oh, spell check. Gee-hoo. Yeah, Dwayne Austin. We got it the first time down. We know what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, look, no more.
See, I knew it. I knew it.
He's in San Francisco. Check out the bridge behind him. Yeah, that's right. No, he is not homeless. He went there to take that picture. Watts 45. Show the clip already, you guys. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we started wrapping around the clip. Okay, hold on. Thank you, bro. Watts 45. We have a producer here. So here's James Money at the Blue Note.
Man. But yeah, we see, driving the city bus. I'll let you guys in on some of our secrets, right? Yes, we do run red lights on purpose. And number two, when it's raining, we do look for puddles and we try to splash you guys on purpose. The higher up the wave goes on you, the more points you get. You get triple points when it goes over the wheelchair. Hey, don't hate me, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't get mad, because I get high score every time. I'm just an overachiever. Oh, and when you're running for the bus? We do see you. And we wait till you get to the door, and then we pull away. You literally have to catch my bus.
There you go. James Money recently sold out the Blue Note. How did that feel?
Horrible. Like, first, why is my arm crossed like this and holding the mic? Why is the mic so close to my mouth? Why did I wear those shoes and that hoodie? I had a nice Aloha shirt. I should have just rocked the Aloha shirt, but I put the hoodie on because it was a security blanket. I always wear a hoodie when I do new material, open mics and stuff like that.
Really?
And that was my first time, like, that video was like first time. Yeah. So it's, like headlining, Blue Note. So it's like, it's like a, the comfort blanket. It's just weird.
A security blanket. I can relate to that because every once in a while you do a great show and you're going, it's this outfit. Yeah. But actors will tell you this. The shoes you wear really affect how you feel. If you're very different in cowboy boots than you are in running shoes. Just as a person, in general, people. Am I wrong? Chat, let me know. What do you think, Hema Jane Gang? Hi, Ella. Aloha from Florida. There we go, right there. Florida. What's the weather like there? Good retro hair is the bomb. What? Good.
Is it my hair or your hair? We both kind of.
I don't know what that means. Good retro hair. We'll decipher that slowly. Oh, by the way, we did a feature recently that people liked because they're always wondering about the weather here in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do that right now. Hold on.
KHON2 weather, Justin Cruz.
Well, tomorrow begins the end of the heavy rain threat for the islands. Essentially, we can declare that we are done with the storm.
Pants?
Although we will see lighter showers move through this week, it's not going to be anywhere as intense. I still do, however, have the heavy rain threat as moderate, just in case something moves into the Big Island tonight. But after tonight, this is going to be way down. And southerly winds dealing with a little bit of fog right now. There's a storm. It's not as organized, kind of breaking apart, just spewing clouds of what's left of that rain. And the heaviest stuff is now moving away from the Big Island. We are still seeing a few showers for the Big Island tonight. We'll see some tomorrow and pretty much through the upcoming weekend, but especially Friday, that's when we could see another uptick in showers. But do not worry, even though there'll be more rain, Friday it's not going to be the same intensity as we saw over the weekend. Dry conditions pretty much from Maui
Florida,
west, and we're just seeing a few light.
And that
the winds are a little
over
bit easterly near Kauai right now. You can call those windward showers. On Oahu, the winds are just very, very light in general and somewhat southerly. Dry conditions continue for Maui and the Big Island, just seeing the last of any kind of heavy rain. And a lot of this is just high cloud cover. So we are in good shape. We can most likely declare this storm system a thing of the past. 3 to 4 for the east and the west shores. South, we have an out-of-season bump. We'll see about 4 to 6, 5 to 7 for the north. Trades returning on Thursday. And again, another round of wet weather, although not as intense Friday in through Saturday. Plenty of sunshine Sunday, and then Monday, those winds kick up to 30 miles per hour as trade winds.
And it's always partly cloudy. Hawaii, it's Hawaii.
I remember a comic coming here to Hawaii, and he had a great line. He says, "Why do you guys have a weather report?"
Right?
But the last 3 days, 24 inches of rain in Molokai.
Yeah.
I think that was, look, Michael Fujiwara says, we're 32 right now and going to have a low of 8 degrees tonight in Boise, Idaho.
Wow.
Ooh, look at this. I watched 45. I miss my rainy heel. Oh. There you go. Ooh, you guys bossed me up.
So my daughter is in Wyoming, and I think a couple of days ago it was -20.
-20.
Yeah, so I sent her a picture of me saying, "Oh, it's cold over here too. It's like 78."
Yeah. Here, Colleen Carl Peterson says, "Hey, where's Augie?" Okay, Colleen, Augie can only do Mondays, okay, because he's a city council member and he has to do that stuff, right? So he says, "I can only do Mondays," right? We thought he might be able to do Fridays, but so I said, I got this whole studio set up. I'll tell you what, I'll have some guests on. So on Mondays, it's the Andy and Augie podcast. And on today, you notice up there, it says Daily Pidgin podcast, right? And then on Friday, I'll have Loretta Oblis-Sayer as a guest host, right? But maybe James is doing Wednesdays. She's doing, Fridays. I don't know. We're just trying to settle into something. But you know me, I'll get toys. I like to use them.
I heard he was getting ready to podcast, and I just showed up at the door.
He was on his phone. Hey, you're going live.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm in the zip code.
Yeah. I said, "Hey, brother, you need one guest host." He dare not say no to me.
Or he's going to route all those Samoans from Pearl City into my street.
They're actually in his kitchen right now waiting.
Now,
so.
eating. Oh, wow. You only get 4 gallons milk. What's up? How you going to last that day?
Well, he has $80 worth of eggs, so there's 3 eggs in there. So.
Wow. I know. Hey, thank goodness for Costco.
Oh yeah.
That's it's the only place I buy milk now. For those of you who may not know, but milk in Hawaii, in the like Foodland and those kind of places,
The regular supermarkets,
$8 a gallon.
Yeah.
$8 a gallon.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, I'm just glad my car don't run on milk.
Yeah.
Because too much.
Well, eggs too now is crazy because of the avian flu, whatever's. But like we go to Sam's Club because we thought it was club for Samoans. We didn't know it was for everybody. So when we got there, it was like, what are these people doing in our club? They're not Sam's. So.
Only Samoans go into Costco and go, why are the carts so small?
Yeah. And we thought it was regular because we didn't know what bulk was. That's just a regular size.
That's
for
a
us.
regular amount.
Yeah. It was like,
Oh man. You were on a I was watching an interview on you, and somebody asked you where you buy your clothes. Speaking of large, how much of a hassle is that?
So, you don't mind if I mention brands, do you?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this is Oahu Golf Apparel.
Yeah.
This is what I wear for a lot of podcasts that I'm on. I wore one as a guest on Monday.
Yeah.
They actually sent me because they saw that same podcast and they saw me perform.
Sure.
A lot of stuff I have to order because I'm 6X. Some shirts I'm 7X, and you can't really find that in stores.
7X.
Yeah, because then if it's big enough,
Yeah.
it's too short. So it's either big or tall. So if it's long enough, it's too tight. So I have to get some like oversized shirts because really I'm 5X. But a lot of them,
But
the
if
Opal
5X,
sticking out.
you look like
Yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, cut shirt, the Opal whistling
yeah,
out there
oh my
in the wind.
goodness.
So these guys sent me a bunch of shirts
Why
as
doesn't?
sponsorship.
But you know what? You're not the first big guy that I've heard say that. Why don't they make shirts that are smaller and a little longer?
I think because there's not as many as like the regular large, medium, and extra large. So, because when I do buy shirts, I order. I order online, and it's always, if it's the same style as yours, mine's would be a little more expensive because I guess more material.
Twice as much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty
So when
much.
people ask me what size you wear, I usually tell them, oh, it's this car cover size.
Car cover.
Yeah.
That's what people ask. Hey, Andy, what size you wear? Oh, extra medium.
Yeah.
But you know what? I almost I actually went to a t-shirt manufacturer and said, "Can you help me make extra medium shirts?" And it was like your problem, but for guys that are even smaller. You know what I mean? They got the shoulder width. Surfers go through this, but when you get the shoulder width right, then the length is too long. You go for the length, and the shirt is too tight. I said that's because you got to add extra medium, bro.
I apologize if I don't have I don't feel for those people. Being 6'7", 400 pounds, I can't feel for extra medium sized people. So, because I gotta also not only order and pay for extra material, the shipping. So that's where they get you.
Well, being a comic, you're gonna hate this joke.
Yeah.
The problem is always material.
I love it. Hey-o.
Look at this. Kevin Fraser says, the BX, which is the military exchange, right, isn't always that cheaper than Walmart, just minus the taxes on most items. Aha, I didn't know that. An average girly girl, hey, he likes to wear crop tops at home.
Oh, it's my sister.
Oh, is that your sister?
She outing me.
But your other sister was on and she had a different name. Oh, no, that was who?
That's my oldest sister.
Oh, okay.
Who's 10 years older than me. She lives in Virginia. My sister, that's 5 years older than me, Dorothy, we live together, taking care of mom.
Oh, so you're the baby in the family?
I am. But I'm also the largest in the family, so.
I do. You remember that? Whenever I work with James, I always do this joke. I said, when James was born, he was 11 pounds. And of course, being Samoan, they put him in the incubator. No worry, Mrs. Money, he's gonna be okay.
Hey, my sister, that sister, Dorothy, was born 12 pounds. And this is
12.
Yeah. And this is, I try not to out her age, but this was 1970 in American Samoa. So my mom said there was no drugs. It was just breathe. Yeah.
But no, you gotta breathe.
Yeah, breathe.
Breathe.
So me, I was born 24 inches.
Yeah. 24 inches.
Yeah, 10 pounds. And they told my mom that she was having twins. But
in America.
No, this is American Samoa.
She was American Samoa.
So this is me. When I was born in 1975, they told her she was having twins. So they were waiting
for the second one.
Yes, and then nothing came out, and it's like, oh, I guess it's just one. So.
Oh, that's too. They didn't ultrasound back then.
Not in American Samoa. American Samoa is just I guess you just knock on the stomach and listen for the echo.
Hope you hit the head.
Yeah. They blow in the pico. Like, oh, two babies. I heard the echo.
What is that? Look at it. It says you guys need a floor manager. What is
Hey,
what is
Katie Pine.
Yeah, Katie Pine. Oh, it's
David Lee.
David Lee,
Yes.
Kitty Pine.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, David, bro. Oh, I guess he's Kitty now.
Yeah.
Kitty. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you when I saw you the first. When you're posted the first time. Kitty Pine, when she was David, was an intern on my show, and he did this deadpan funny guy thing that was so funny. It does not surprise me that he's doing. Now, she's doing so well as a comic, touring and everything. Kitty Pine right there. Give Kitty Pine a follow. You will not regret it. Look at that. Oh, and you look kind of pretty.
Yeah. Pretty Pine.
Pretty Pine. Get him there. I'm sorry, David. I didn't realize you're Kitty Pine on this thing there.
Yeah, and she sold out Blue Note.
Yeah.
The month before me, or I think it was in December, but did 2 shows. Almost sold out the second show.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So Kitty Pine is blowing up.
You know, it's funny how and we talked about this when you were remotely coming in about how, mahous and transsexuals and cross-dressers and all that kind of stuff is accepted probably in Hawaii more than a lot of places because culturally everybody was used to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, even in Samoa, the fa'afafine is the third gender. It's not like a man who is gay. It's just that's a third gender.
That's a third gender.
And
wow.
Yeah, so we grew up. I call them anto, uncle, auntie. So anto, and
Anto. Oh,
that's
funny.
so
I remember in Waianae, right? We had the bathroom situation, and the mahus would use the girls' bathroom, right? Because we don't like them in the boys' bathroom, right? Okay. So anyway, one day this haole girl, a new girl, comes to school. Her mother is checking out the campus. They were military and they moved here, and she saw the mahus going in the girls' bathroom, and she made a huge stink. Yeah. And I said, you're not making it any easier for your daughter when she finally gets here.
Yeah.
And I was not wrong.
Yeah, culture.
How do we follow Kitty Pine? Okay, I don't know.
Google search, you'll find Kitty Pine. Kitty Pine's all over Instagram and.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Ella. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Flash Gordo. Oops, sorry. Flash Gordo. Aloha, everyone, which includes the billion Chinese.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's how Flash Gordo rolls.
Almost as many Indians, right? I think. Which one is it? China has more, or India has more? That's a good.
What day is it?
Yeah. What's the weather like? Because if it's a landslide, no, that's too.
Look at this, Kitty Pine. Only thing about women's restroom is I have to sit down all the time. Yeah, don't stand up, you get busted.
Yeah.
And here's Justin. Justine. She's a good friend of mine. Nanakuli High had bathroom fights. Well, yeah, not because of that. I wonder.
Yeah.
By the way, Justine, we'd love to have you here. You see what I'm doing? You know what I mean? Maybe we do rotating guests or something. But anyway, that's.
And my dad was so the village we grew up in, Waitongi in American Samoa.
Yeah.
Got into a lot of fights, not just in the village, but pretty much the island, and was almost like kicked off the island by his family. And the first place he came to was Hakimo Road. So he kind of grew up Nanakuli, getting into a lot of fights. Speaking of fights, I don't think he was fighting in the bathroom, but
yeah. I remember fighting a kid. His name was Isaac Joshua, right? Samoan kid. This was 7th grade, right? And we were fighting in the bathroom, right? And I hauled off with everything I had, crack him straight in the face. Bam! My best shot. He stepped back and go, "Hey, Andrew, I thought we were gonna fight fair." And I went, "Oh, you know what, bro? Maybe this is a bad idea." And we went on to be great friends, and he went on to be an MMA fighter.
wow.
Yeah, and I said, "Great choice," because, bruh, it was like he thought I was swatting a mosquito. I heard something about someone said, when Samoans come to Hawaii, a lot of them get in trouble because they don't have the family unit to, to make them feel shame when they act badly. Have you ever heard that?
I've never heard that, but thinking about it, I think the family backs up a lot of that bad behavior.
Backs it up?
Yeah, because I remember growing up. I grew up in an Asian neighborhood. I don't know if you remember Beacon's restaurant in Aiea across from the Watercress farm, Pearl Ridge.
Yeah.
Lipoa Place.
Yeah.
And it was mostly Asians there. So when the Korean kids would always beat me up, I was the youngest there.
Yeah.
And I would come home and my dad would get mad and say, "Why don't you fight back?" I say, "I was, but there's 3 of them." And I would get lickings from my dad because I got lickings, came home, and I should go back and fight them again. I mean, I don't know how real, I'm kind of joking half-heartedly, but yeah, my dad was always pushing me because my dad was a fighter. He was. So.
But he don't realize, when you fight Koreans, you don't fight just one. Right?
No, yeah, you're right.
That was the I
whole
remember
family.
that. You can fight the whole family.
Yeah.
And and half of them eating, watching the fight.
Yeah, my mom actually beat up maybe 3 managers in our neighborhood.
What?
Yeah, so it's funny because Graham Elwood, who we talk a lot, and he's saying, "Why aren't you talking about this on stage?" I was like, I don't know how to make it funny because it was traumatic for me.
It's traumatic for him.
It was like a manager, it was a Holly lady.
Yeah.
And we called her jokingly, we was like 10 years old, we called her Kele Susu, which means big boobs, because she would always do the yard work in the playground with wearing a bikini top.
Oh.
So we had an outdoor washer,
like
laundry, laundromat, and my mom hangs up the clothes to let it dry in the sun.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, my mom hears the lawnmower, and she's looking around. Where is it? I don't see it. And she sees dust coming out from where the laundromat is, and she goes over there and she sees Kele Susu mowing the lawn underneath our clothes, which she was.
Which makes all the dirt right on your clothes.
So I watch my mom walk to the laundromat, and then I see the manager come running out topless because my mom's ripped off her top, and she's running home, and my mom's chasing her. Wow. It's funny now, I guess, but at the time it was traumatic.
Okay, and you weren't there, and I'm guessing maybe you don't know, but did she go over there and say, "Can you stop? You're putting," or she just, 0 to 60?
0 to 60. That's usually how my mom rolls.
Wow.
There was my brother he was 9 years older than me.
Yeah.
Special needs, very nice guy. Our neighbor, my mom was waiting for him to come home. The school bus came. He never came home. And she's like, she talked to the other kids who were passing by because it was an apartment building. She said, "Hey, where's Cheyenne?" And then he said, "Oh, he's sitting by the stairs at the beginning of the building because the kids in 109, the apartment building, beat him up." She's like, "What?" So she went and got my brother, went pounded on their door. Nobody came out. 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
She found your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parents come home, and then the dad comes and knocks on our door. My mom opens the door and just blasts him in the face and drops him. They get up and they run back to the house, and she's chasing him, the wife, and the 2 older boys back into their house. And it's funny because this is that house in the Sandlot, that house that nobody messes with. That everybody, all the kids were afraid of this family, and my mom just single-handedly whooped them, and they chased them back to their. So
wow, that's amazing. I don't know if you ever heard Augie Toba tell that story about getting beat up by the Samoan girl. He goes, I was coming home and he was teasing this Samoan girl. She turned on him and gave him dirty lickings. This is, elementary school time, right? Same thing. He went home and, his father seen him all boss up. "What happened to you?" "Oh, I get licking." "Well, you go back there and you fight him again." She goes, "Was one girl, Daddy." Oh, more worse. He went off. And then he said he tried to go back. He got lickings again.
Yeah. My sister's, the oldest sister, the one that lives in Virginia, she was the one that would go beat up these kids for me.
Wow. Now, I remember, like I was telling you, talking about Isaac, right? After we were friends, right? I want to go surfing, right? So Isaac, bro, we go surf, bro. He go, oh, okay, I gotta go get my board, right? Okay, so he go home, and then we stop by, and he go, oh, my father, stay home. And I went, oh, okay, so what does that mean? Okay, wait, you wait here, wait outside. I gotta go in, I gotta talk to see if I can go surf, right? So he go in, and then you hear all of some wind. All of a sudden, boom! You hear the thing, oh no, maybe I should split up. Boom, blam, blam. Somebody getting 30 lickings, and then Isaac come out, right? He get one thing on his eye, obviously, all mess up, and he go, okay, I can go.
It's funny because before you started, as you were telling us when he saw his dad home. Yeah, that was me too. It was like when I see my dad's car pulling into the parking lot, everybody knows when I'll just bolt. We can be playing kickball or dodgeball. If they see me bolt, they'll go, oh, James' father must be home.
So you gotta go home.
Yeah, you gotta be there. So he comes in and you check with him, and then you can go.
Oh, you gotta bear the flag.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I thought it was just my house, but I guess it's all Samoans then.
But well, but what it and again, I ended up hanging out with him a lot, going to his house. And what I realized is just culturally, they're more physical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not. He wasn't giving them licking. He was just getting his attention. Yeah. Hey, look at me! Pah! Oh what? But they're just.
And when I was in 5th grade, we went to American Samoa.
Yeah.
And I saw my cousin, and she leads the choir in our village in Waikongi.
Yeah.
And she's teaching like 9-year-old kids, the song.
Yeah.
So and then I'm watching, like, oh, cool. And all of a sudden, pack. She slaps one of the kids with the stick. And I'm like, because they were singing wrong. And then that's how they're taught.
Yeah. But they didn't. There's no child protective services on speed dial.
No, and that's not even her kids. So I was like, that's like, it's just normal over there. It's just,
God. Must be, look at here, OG Sumo vibe. Must be a local thing. I had that from my Kalihi Fara here in the Bay Area my whole small kid days.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Steven Espanola. Aloha no, my San Francisco brother right there, Steven. When we go to San Francisco, brother, he gets a mean. In fact, you know what I mean? I tell you what, Steven, hang on. I'm going to play your song, okay? I was listening to it the other day, and this thing is so beautiful. Let me see if I can remember the name of it, okay? Don't say anything, okay, Steven? I'm going to test my memory.
The computer, the hamster is running in your head right now.
Yeah. I want to see if, what does that, wait, hold on. I got to, oh, yeah, here. Okay, guys, if you don't know who Steven Espanola is, he's in San Francisco. He teaches ukulele, guitar, different things. He performs there. But he sent me a song, and if I'm not mistaken, this is an exclusive, okay? Nice. So let me see if I can do this the unclunky way so I don't mess up. Hold on. Here we go. And then, hey, Steven, I want to kind of ask you about something. I was listening to this the other day. Anyway, here's a song by Steven Espanola.
Hola nai ku'upuvai.
Ooh, chicken skin. How's that, Steven? Mahalo nui loa. Oh, we got to give him the bambucha shaka hair right here for you. Ooh, right on.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Oh, it was definitely. And hey, Steven, I guess I forgot to tell you that we're going to be on today. I would love to have, I'd love to bring you in as a guest. You know what I mean? In fact, bro, if you got time right now, what time we get? Quarter in. I can send you a link, bro. You can come in right now if you like. Let me know, okay? If not, maybe on Fridays, if you gotta, put on your makeup or whatever. Loretta Oblis and I will be doing a show this Friday at 1:00 around. I think it's 1. You think I'd know, and
Hawaii time.
Yeah, Hawaii time. Hawaii time. Thank you, bro. And here, hey, and there's Lono saying, "Hey, how's it, Devin? Ooh, Mad Statter. Oh yeah, hey." And here's Mad Statter, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not following her on Twitch, you missing out. Chatter with Statter. Check it out. Yeah, she does a show, and we call her our spin-off because she was one of the Hamajang gang here, and we ask people to send in what we call drops. And when we heard her voice, I went, "You should be on the air," And then she did, and I think now she's over 150 shows or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, Ka'ala. Ka'ala. Hey, what Okina? Like the Okina. Can I make them Ka'ala? Ka'ala.
Maybe she's Samoan. Samoan no more Okina.
Huh? No
You
more.
just gotta know.
You just gotta know.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's what a slap go. Yeah. Oh, sorry, bro.
So as you're saying it, they slap you right at the
Right
Okina
there.
point.
Okay, what's my name? What's my name?
Ka.
I don't like sales. I'm scared.
We learning every day.
Every single day, bro. You should do that. Okay, welcome to James Money Samoan language class. Today we're going to say Ka'ala.
Well, that's a problem. My name, and it's even when you look at it, it doesn't. It looks like Maine. It doesn't look Samoan at all. Some people was telling me to use my middle name so that I could get that market. And I'm like,
The Samoan market.
I guess, but I'm like, what is that, like 40,000 people in the world? It's not that. It's not a big market.
Yeah, but you'd own it. Bro.
Yeah.
You would own that market. What is your middle name?
Tongimanu. Togimanu.
Tongimanu.
Yeah. So the G is pronounced the NG. They just use the letter G, but it's pronounced NG. Another way to like Noga. Remember the Noga brothers? It's Nonga.
Nonga.
Yeah.
Without
perfect.
You don't because Hawaiians have that diphthong thing where where the A you see an A and a E, like keiki. People say keiki, but it's keiki because that diphthong.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like when you put some vowels together, it changes. So like UA could be wa or wa, like WA. Yeah. Wa. So it's you just gotta know.
But that's the thing about Hawaii. You're exposed to so many different kinds of languages. And I remember somebody, and even English. Someone said, in Chinese, wa is one word and wa is another and gua is another, and it's just it's the enunciation. That's how complex. And I said, wow, English get that. Brother live in the White House, or he live in a white house. That's two things, right? And it's just the inflection part.
But it's the same thing with some Samoan bad words. They're actually not bad words. Like if you just translate the word, but it's the way you say it. I won't say it, but it's the way you say it. So like for example, say, "Hey, you cup," and I'm gonna cup you. So it's So it's like that.
Well, I guess a lot of things. Hey, brah, and hey, brah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the kind of.
So it's the way you say it. So like
the way you say it.
Like even using body parts, that's you saying like your elbow. That's
elbow. Yeah. That's one we use a lot. Hey, what you think you elbow?
That's why your motto was on elbow.
Yeah. Well, stop acting like one elbow. Steven, okay, bro. We'll talk, and then Steven says he can come in on Friday with Loretta Oblas.
Loretta's lucky.
Oh yeah. And then if you like
Jam.
Kani Kapila, small kind.
Hey.
And people there's one there. People. I did this thing one time. Tried to, never took off. It was called Let's Learn Hawaiian You Already Know. Right? And it was like, what? And I said, like, take for instance Kani Kapila, right? And you go, oh, you know what is that? Huh? Oh, that's where everybody get together and they play guitar. Like I said, yeah. Well, Kani in Hawaiian means to sound, to make, like you can kani a bell, ping.
Oh.
Kani, and then ka is of course the in Hawaiian, right? And pila is a stringed instrument.
Oh.
So you're sounding the stringed instrument. So if you know Kani Kapila, right, you know 3 Hawaiian words. How's that?
That's funny because I learned something recently on social media. Beretania is actually a Hawaiian word. But, yeah, but it's and I used to say it jokingly, Beretania, but that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Beretania, which is so like there's Samoan words like my name, Mane, is not an actual word in Samoan. It's money, but then you say it. So the English word comes over to you, and then you just say man. They say, oh, this is money. You go, oh, mane. That's the way we would say it.
Well, the Pidgin people. Well, you get the money or what?
You see, yeah. So that's how it's technically not a Samoan word because tupe is money in Samoan.
Well, then where did your last name come from?
It was sorry. So here's a funny story. It's like my grandfather is Fiofai Mane, and that's a joking name. That's his first name, where you're saying, oh, you like act like you get money.
His first name is act like you get money.
Yeah, kind of like it's translated
fake
loosely.
Gold chain, fake Rolex, the grill.
Yeah, so loosely translated, Fiofai Mane, but then. It got cut down to money. So Beretania is actually like British or Britain.
Yeah.
But the Hawaiian saying Beretania.
I thought the street was named after the encyclopedias.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, why they go name one street after one encyclopedia? And for you younger generation, the encyclopedia was our internet.
Yeah.
Our Google.
Yeah. So if you was doing a report on Peru, but your neighbor borrowed the P encyclopedia, then you wasn't doing your report.
Yeah.
You gotta go,
what happened to the P?
and you got to go to the library, but you cannot borrow them because you cannot borrow a reference section. So you got a Xerox copy.
Oh, look at you! Must have went library. You cannot borrow reference.
Yeah. And then my days had the microfiche. So it was like, oh, what is that? And then
microfiche,
where you kind of zoom into all these
articles.
articles.
Those buggers. Yeah. But you got to eat plenty.
Tastes good with spam.
Oh man. I got to tell you that to me, I think, when the rest of the world gets it together, it'll be Hawaii. Because I mean, there's no more. I don't think there's a place where there's more awareness of all the different cultures. Without the negativity tied to it. Some always will. There's always somebody. Yeah. I like my dad. He was one of those guys. Freaking holy. That damn Samoan. Oh, that Hawaiian. He's on a truck. Dad, who do you like?
Yeah.
He was one of those guys,
Oh, my dad too. Yeah. But then I think that's how we were raised. It wasn't that you hated that culture or that race. It was just that individual that you hate.
You call him the Hawaiian.
Yeah, he was from that people. So.
Oh, that's funny. Your dad ever do this? Oh no, not that Filipino. Oh man, this guy drive me nuts. I hate this guy. He get the window open, he pulling up in his car. This guy, I gotta tell you. Maybe, I guess he already saw me. Damn. Then he go outside. Hey, Bibicho, how you, brother? Come inside. What, you like one beer, brother? Come on, man. Honey, you can make poo-poo. Hey, come, Bibicho, sit down, brother. How you? Long time. I thought you never liked him, Daddy.
My dad actually was a supervisor at the city bus, so he was trained early. You know, you can't say stuff like that. You know, at work. So
what?
Yeah. So, but it was funny because he would play on the fence with it. Like, so as a supervisor, he has to reprimand drivers or whatever's. And he got into a situation where one of the black drivers was like, "Oh, why you know, it's racism?" And my dad was like, "Look at me. I'm darker than you. What do you mean racism?"
Racism.
If anything, I'm black. You're not black. I'm black. And
I do that in my act where I say, you know, we're not prejudiced in Hawaii. We hate everybody equally.
Equally.
You know. In fact, a black guy one time, he says, you know, you guys are racist. You refer to us with that derogatory Hawaiian name. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, Popolo. Why you call us a Popolo? I said, "Wow, Popolo is the berry, you know, that dark berry, because you're kind of the same color. But it's not derogatory. You just look. It's like book, you know. The book in Filipino means termite, right? Because the Filipinos had holes in their teeth, so they go, oh, you know, the guy with the book. He the book. Right?
The two holes in there?
You know, no. When you get cavity between your teeth, right, and you get the holes, right? So they would say to the Filipino, oh, the baga, you know, the book, the book.
Wow, I'm learning today.
Yeah, so that's where the book came from.
Wow.
Yeah.
I learned from Rep Replinger, where he threw threw two books at one person. Hey, you book.
Hey, Justine, I'm book. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why and I think it's, you know, social media, right? I mean, if it wasn't, you know, for the Filipinos, I don't think Facebook book would be what it is today. Oh, I hurt myself reaching for that one. Oh my God, I hurt myself. Bring the salompas. I need the salompas.
Is that Filipino too?
Salompas?
Yeah. If it's not, it should, because the pronunciation and everything just sounds like a Filipino word.
I always thought it was. Well, you know, if you're Chinese, oh, bring that tiger bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, bring that tiger bomb. Oh, Greg Gabayo, did you call?
Right on time, Greg.
Oh, Greg, oh, you see, you just gotta say book and the baga show up. There's Greg Gobailo right there. We started our careers basically at the same time, which is now over 40 years now, right, Greg? Yeah, and he's a magician, and he's also a hypnotist. And I never forget one time we were, you know, didn't have comedy clubs and, you know, so we had to do what were the talent shows, right? Oh, wow. So Greg was doing a show, and then we're backstage, and this kid was gonna sing or something, and Greg was doing his magic, right? And the guy goes, "Hey, I can see how he's doing on me," right? Because the kid was behind Greg, right? And I had to grab the kid and say, "Okay, you're in show business now, okay? We are family. You no give away the family secrets, okay?" You go, "Oh, okay." I said, you know, P, you stealing from the people who want to be amazed, you know? That's like when, you know, with comics, you know, who don't pause. I tell them, when you don't pause, you're taking away what the people paid for. They want to laugh. Stop. Let them get their money's worth, you know? Oh, look, hey, Stephen Espanola, and I am half book. And look how you spell them, you know, get it. Oh, Justine, I'm rolling Facebook book. There you go.
Hey, see, it paid off.
It paid off.
Somebody enjoyed it. Yeah, Greg Gabailo, also a really, really nice dude. Helped me out a lot. Making sure I didn't get caught up in certain, I guess, scams or whatever. And people try to book, you know, shows and stuff. He's always looked out for me, like, hey, you know.
Speak more about that, James.
So like there's promoters that want to do a show, and I know you'll put the pieces together, as I say, and then they'll say they booked you, and kind of almost promote that they booked you, but they haven't booked you.
And then how does that benefit them?
Well, they can say they're friends of, and it wasn't just me. There's other, local celebrities you see on there. So they kind of do that, and then that way they can get the sponsors to back it up, and then all of a sudden they book the show. But it's like, I don't remember.
Oh, they just want to use your name.
Yeah.
Look at this over here. We get Konishki in the house. How are you? And the reason he wouldn't show up is because Kevin Frazier said Salompas patches are made by Hisamitsu Pharmaceutical Company. So Filipino patch made by Japanese. And you just have to say Japanese right there. I see how you spell them. Japanese. And Konishki show up because brother is a God.
So you say book, and then Gabailo shows up.
Right.
And you say Japanese,
right?
And Konishki shows up.
Konishki shows up. So yeah, that's how it works. And look here, dirty banana bartender 1. Ooh, I don't know what we said to make him show up, but look. Oh, I'm sorry. Spell check. Nah, because she spelled it with the 2 O's, but book. Yeah, I know.
But at least she's the capital B, so that says that
she shows respect.
Yeah.
I'm going to insult you with an ethnic stereotype, but I'm going to be respectful about it.
Yes. That's all we ask.
That's how we ask.
You insult our culture, but just be respectful.
Well, for those of you who may not know, in Hawaii, when you tease a culture, right? If you tease Samoan people, right, and you're talking about things that they understand are an integral part of their culture, they'll think it's funny because it's not just somebody from the outside going, oh, they're big. It's someone who has insight into the culture. And that, I think, the difference between local humor and ethnic humor,
Yeah.
Right? Did I get too heavy?
No, a little bit, but it made sense, though. It's a little heavy, but it made sense.
I like that.
But,
little bit.
But that, I don't know.
Goodfellas.
I don't know.
Little bit.
I don't know if that last part, heavy, was a punchline to talking about Samoans. So I'm trying to figure it out still. If you're saying that Samoans are heavy, so he's like, is that too heavy? Like,
oh boy.
That was my. I tore out my shoulder. I tore out my shoulder.
You need the salompas. Kevin Frazier, bring the salompas.
I tore out my shoulder reaching for that joke.
Well, that's the thing about being a comic. You get that muscle memory. And you ever be in a serious conversation and somebody will say something like that, and you're like, "Don't say it." I was at a fairly serious meeting about me being in a movie, right? And this guy goes, "Well, I had 2 cataracts, both my eyes, and it was, I'm a lawyer, and I have to, and all of a sudden I have these 2 cataracts." And I said, "So how many Japanese card jokes did you have to put up with?" He goes, "What?" I said, "Oh, the Japanese never go, 'Oh, you get 2 cataract. Oh, that boy better than a Lincoln.'" Which sounds more Chinese, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Chinese card joke. Okay. That's what I miss from home. Everybody jokes with each other, and everybody crack up laughing. Oh, yeah. I get Samoan size salompas. They get Samoan size salompas.
No, you got to go Sam's Club to get the Samoan salompas.
Oh yeah,
that's from Samoan's Club. So.
Oh, Samoan's Club, and when you go there, they go, "Excuse me, I was wondering, I like buy salompas. How many yards you need?" It comes on a roll on aisle 5.
No, ours is inside the lava.
Oh,
so that's when we wear a lava. It's full of salompas.
There you go.
So we get a lot of back problems. That's why we wrap it around our back and then.
Watch out, we're gonna hear from Dirty Banana Bartender.
Oh, let me give a shout out to my nephew Max. So Rona Crombie is my sister in Virginia.
Oh, here, there. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Her son is the one that's watching. He's Max. So.
Where's Max?
It's Rona.
Huh?
Max is using my sister's.
Oh, Max. Oh, yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So when I bring this up, I'm bringing up Max.
Yeah.
So this is Rona's
Rona's son,
account
Max.
to the max.
Yeah, to the max.
To the
max.
max.
That's funny. Pidgin to the max.
Pidgin to the max. I Okay, Salumpas lava. Hey, you gotta, maybe you're onto something.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Patent pending. And then when you get gout, you can wrap it around your ankle.
You get that gout. Salumpas helps lose weight. Oh, does it?
Oh, no wonder we use big salumpas.
You like to lose the weight, huh? I know Augie's on this whole weight. Did you watch, when we were on the beginning before you came on?
Oh, no.
He's doing that boot camp thing.
Is he?
He's trying to lose weight. Yeah, he's on a mission. I don't know.
Just don't make as much money. That's how people are like, oh, you're losing. They're telling me I'm losing weight. I was like, oh, well, I'm on a stand-up comedian's budget and I'm not famous yet. So, yeah.
You see now, okay, as the joke, this is how this is how comics come up with routines. So the line is, oh yeah, I'm losing weight. I'm on that entertainment diet, where you only buy food with money you make.
That's it.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that 4 years of, the Rona, and when the clubs, when they had the plexiglass and everybody in the audience had a mask on. So it was like doing, comedy at the aquarium or something, So
Well, it didn't work for me. It was like I was doing comedy in the bathroom, because a lot of those plastic protectors were like underneath, my neck, my chin.
Oh, you were over the top.
I was
of
always
them.
looking over, so I was like, well, if I have it, you guys are going to get it, because this isn't protecting you guys. So.
Oh, look at music is life. We got to get him a salumpas. He says, Augie is not heavy. He's my salumpas. He's my brother. Oh, salumpas like for back pain. Maybe if you put the sticker over my mouth, I'll lose weight. Yeah, there we go. So broke, can't even pay attention. Oh, yeah, there's that one. Yeah, plexiglass. What a sad joke that was. Well, we won't go there. But, when that whole thing hit, I went, oh, man, the plexiglass company, Think of the owner. All of a sudden, he's down at the Mercedes place. Okay, I was at the other store, but I guess I'm here now because everybody needed that.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is, like, so what happens to it now? I mean,
My bank still has it up.
Oh yeah. I went to Bank of Hawaii. Still have it because they installed it. Like most places, they just had one stand by itself.
Yeah.
Bank of Hawaii, they installed it into their counter. Yeah. But like, what happens with all these plexiglass? Do they like sell it to gyms that have, maybe the backboard might need some extra support?
They stored them. A California hotel went through that. They had all this plexiglass, and one of the issues they had is where to store it in case it comes back.
Oh.
That was the thing. Everyone said, well, we'll get rid of it, Ha, you're right about the plexiglass guys making out big time. Yeah,
right.
That's right, Patrick. Right there. Ooh, Michael A. Smith. How's that? Michael Anthony Smith, he's a regular. Okay, well, that takes us to the top of the hour. That went by fast. Yeah. Mahalo, James, for
Had
being
a good time.
Here.
Appreciate it.
And, we'll think about doing this again. You're within striking distance. And, especially do you have any shows coming up do you want to promote?
So I haven't announced, but I will be doing shows on the neighbor islands coming up. The ticket, what do you call it? The site that you buy the tickets from isn't up yet.
Okay.
And the venue hasn't put the posters up. We sent the posters in. We're waiting for them to make the announcement, and then I can put it on my social media at Comedian James Monty. But I will be coming to the neighbor islands, Maui and Big Island. I know I can say that. And then working on getting to the mainland. There's some people up in the mainland that say they want to come see me. The issue is they look at your social media numbers when you're not, super famous. So
yeah, I just went through that. So, so how's that going?
So the mainland, it's David Lee, Kitty Pine, who helped me when I went up. I've been lucky enough to perform in Vegas and in numerous places. One Kitty Pine helped me out with, and the Dirty at 12:30 with Gabe Lopez. I performed there a couple of times.
Yeah,
but these aren't like my show, like my production, my headlining gig. that's where I would like to get to, and hopefully I can get into some of these comedy clubs. But by the way that you guys can help me out is to follow me on Instagram at comedian James Mane.
Okay.
Build up the following. My TikTok is doing well. It's my Instagram that I think the numbers they look at. So when I build that up, the clubs will see that I've sold out the Blue Note on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And then sold out, the Neighbor Island, the 2 shows on the Neighbor Island. Hopefully, you can do more shows on the Neighbor Island. And then they look at social media. How many followings does he have? Which I'm learning through, social media coaches that businesses see that number, how many people are following, but they're not actually looking at the numbers of actual interaction. So I do get really good interaction. You can get really good interaction with 1,000 people or 8,000 people.
Well, but you know what, man? I think Hawaii is like that. I mean, we don't have large numbers like this. Like right now. Let me look at what we have. We have about 60 people on the show right now, but they're engaged.
And that's what they should look at.
Yeah.
The business should look as the engagement, the comments that are coming in, and these are people that I saw on Monday. Yeah. So they look forward to seeing the Daily Pigeon. They're invested, and that's what these businesses should be looking at. Right. Because when you mention something like this beautiful Daily Pigeon cup here or something like that,
the only one in existence.
Yeah.
No, actually, we have a merch store, but that's one of the things I'm just not good at. Hey, buy this, buy that, join the thing, because we have all kinds,
Yeah.
But I should say that, it's not there. Okay.
I mean, this is a beautiful cup.
Well, yeah, thank you. You can get it on the merch store. But anyway, March 1st, the next show coming up will be Augie Tolba and I at Blue Note. March 1st, and we're under heavy pressure to sell it out because Brada did. So, get those tickets. And then I guess what's Hilo, and then Kauai, and then, go to andybumatai.com if you feel like it. And also, I forgot to do this for you, James. This is your website here.
Yes.
Right? So if you want to follow James,
ComedianJamesMane.com.
Right there it is, right there. In fact, we can scroll through and you can take a look at different things if you like, right there. Okay. So
there's a video of Tommy Davidson right there.
Oh, is that Tommy Davidson in the green shirt?
Yeah, so this is when you're talking about the on Monday we're talking about the Guys with Issues podcast.
Yeah.
That is Tommy Davidson in our podcast impersonating Barack Obama in the strip club, but it was we were doing it in the office in the strip club, not where the ladies
I was gonna
dance.
say that I didn't see any issues.
Yeah.
Anyway, bro, mahalo for being here. Thanks to everybody for joining us here on this podcast. And we're trying to get it going. So if you can, share your friends. If you're watching it on the different platforms, like, subscribe, all that stuff, that I'm not good at. And we really appreciate it. And James, let's do this again.
Thank you for having me.
What do you think, gang? Should we have James on Wednesdays? You let me know, and we will work on it, okay? So let's see. I guess that's it. We could play a video, but I don't know how. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't know. Something messed up. Anyway, there you go, gang. Let's pull the plug on this, brother. And thanks, and thanks to our moderators, Devin, C. Honda. I don't know if you were here. I know Nani Aloha and Ann were busy and couldn't be here because it was a last-minute thing. But thanks to you, thanks to anybody who cheered or donated or subscribed and all that stuff. Okay, and pimp out the cup. There we go. Too bad empty, huh? Okay, aloha, gang.